Hi everyone, welcome to day 10 of Mrs. Lamprey's math group. Today we're going to be doing some word problems. Some of these are a little tricky and the wording can kind of throw you off, so I want to make sure that you really are paying attention to the words in this and watch what I do because the problems are very similar to what you're going to have to do in your packing. I found my cards, so we're going to follow the RDW. We're going to do the read it, the draw it, the write it. Again, reading it is just reading it and pulling out the information. The drawing it is either a picture or an equation, and the writing it is just putting it into a sentence to make sure that you have the right answer. Okay, so let's start with our first problem. Okay, so this one says, Carly can do 96 cartwheels. That's 6 times more than I can do. Joey can do 15 more than me. How many cartwheels can Joey do? All right, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to label out who we have. So we have, we have Carly, we have me, and we have Joey. Okay, we know that Carly is 96. We know that I'm only one part of that, so I'm going to put just that. And we know that Joey is myself plus 15, right? So we know these, but for Carly, we know her total is 96, but how many times more does she have than me? She has 6 times more than me. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to draw 6 boxes. So I'm just going to make a big box and just make it easier. I'm going to cut it into thirds. I'm going to cut it in again. And that should be 6 boxes. So let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. And so all of this for Carly equals, wow, that's a terrible line. Let's actually fix that. All right. Is 96, right? But we don't know what I have. So the way that we're going to set this up is we have our drawing of Carly. Carly is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more than I have, and her total is 96. I'm going to zoom you in just a little because they're kind of far away. That. All right, looks a little better. Okay, so 6 of these and it's equals to 96. Let's make this bigger so you can see that. Much better. My unit is unknown, okay? And then Joey is my unit plus 15 more. So this equation would be 96 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? We can do our number bond, which is 96 goes here. Our 2 factors go here. So we have 6 times some number will give us 96. Or it's 96 divided by 6 will give us this number. For me, these numbers are kind of hard, so I'm going to do the long division way, which we haven't really gone over, but it should be a review from 3rd grade. So here we go. If I was to set this up, my equation would be 96 divided by 6, okay? If I want to turn that into a long division problem, this first number goes into the division house, okay? This is called the dividend, and this is called the divisor. The dividend, the divisor, and the answer is the quotient. So here's my division house. My dividend goes inside the house, so 96, okay? And then my divisor goes on the outside, because that's what you're dividing by. Here's my 6. So how many we go by place value. We go to the tens and then we go to the ones. So how many times does 6 go into 9? Evenly. Once. If I do twice, that brings me to 12, so it's too many. So just once. So I'm going to put a 1 here. Now 1 times 6 is 6. I'm going to go ahead and subtract, and I get 3. 9 minus 6 is 3. Now I need to bring down whatever in my ones place to make a new number. Now it's 36, okay? Basically what I'm doing is when I did this, it's not really 9. It's how many times does 60 go into, well, no, we're going to leave this way that it is. So now we're going to do 36, okay? So we've done our ones, we brought it down. We took our leftovers from our tens and we brought down our ones. So now the number we're looking at is 36. How many times can 6 go into 36? So if you want to think of it a different way, instead of how many times it goes into, what times 6 will give me 36? 6. So the 6 will come up here because that's what I'm going to multiply by. 6 times 6 is 36. And we subtract and we get 0. Okay? So this is an even number. It goes in evenly. So the answer is 16. So how many cartwheels did I do? I did 16. Okay? So in this box is going to be the number 16. And here's going to be 16. The other way you can do this is you can count up based on what you know for your math facts. So I'm going to write it right here and then I'll erase it. You can do to get as close to 96 as possible. If this is too confusing for you, okay, because we haven't really gone over it, we're going to do more in the next set of packets, is follow the next step. So you can always figure out a problem by using what you already know, the skills you know. So let's look at 6. 6 times what will get me close to 96? Well, we can start with 6 times 10 will give me 60. 6 times 11 will give me 66. Okay? And we can keep going, but I can stop right here and look. 66. How much more is 96? 30, right? So if I know that it's 11, that gets me here. I know that I can now look at 30 and figure out how many 6's go into 30, because that's the difference. Like to get from 66 to 96, what times 6 will give me 30? Well, that's 5 6's. Okay, 5 6's will give me 30. So I could count up 5 6's. So 6 times 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it should be 6 times 16. Right? If that's still too hard, you can just keep going. So we could do 6 times 12 and figure out the answer. So 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 10 is 60 plus 1 more is 72. 6 times 13. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 10 is 60 plus 1 more is 78. 6 times 14. Okay, and you can keep going. So that's just another strategy you can use. Okay, so let's finish solving our problem. So we figured out what I can do. Now we need to figure out what Joey can do. Joey can do 15 more than I can do. So the answer we're looking for is, what can Joey do? Well, 16 plus 15. So let's look that up. 16 plus 15. Let's add these up. 5 and 6 is 11. This is 1, 2, 3, so 30. So Joey can do how many cartwheels? 31. So let's put into our sentence. Joey can do 31 cartwheels. Did we read it? Yes. Pulled out our information. Did we draw it? Absolutely. We did lots of different drawings. And did we write it? Yes, we did. Okay, so let's look at our next problem. This one was really tricky, so please reach out if you're struggling, okay? Let's look at the second problem. Okay. It says Adam picked 63 red flowers. He picked 7 times more red flowers than yellow flowers. He decided to pick 18 more pink flowers than yellow flowers. How many pink flowers did Adam pick? So let's look at it. The first thing we need to pick out is, what are they talking about? So for this one, we're not using names of people. We know the whole question is about Adam. So we're just looking at how many flowers Adam picked, different colors. So our units are going to be in colors. Okay, so let's look at the first color that they say. It says Adam picked 63 red flowers. So our first letter is going to be red. Then it says he picked 7 times more red flowers than yellow flowers. So our second one is yellow. And our third color is, he decided to pick 18 more pink flowers. So P for pink flowers than yellow flowers. Great. So we have all of our information. Let's look at this. So this says we know that he did 63. That's known. He did 63. Yellow, it says that he did 7 times more red flowers than yellow flowers. So our unit is going to be this one. And so that means that this will change to what? if this is my unit for yellow, then red is how many times more? 7 times more. So we need 7 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and their total equals 63, right? 63, yes. Okay, and then we're trying to figure out what yellow is. And then we do know for pink that he decided to pick 18 more pink flowers and yellow flowers. So they have the yellow flowers plus how many? 18. Good. Now we have all of our information, so we can go ahead and we can set it up. Great. So we have 63. We don't know what this is, and we don't know what this is, right? And we're solving for pink. So we need to solve for yellow in order to find pink. So what would our equation be? 63. Okay, so it'd be 63 divided by 7. Okay, so here's our equation. 63 divided by 7 equals some number. We can turn this into a multiplication fact, which would be 7 times some number equals 63. And with your math facts, you should be able to figure this out. We can also do our number bond, which is 63, okay? And here are our 2 factors that make up 63. What times 7 will give me 63? Or you can do it 63 divided by 7, okay? So there's 2 ways you can solve this if you don't know your math facts. You can try to get as close to 63 as possible. So what times 7 will bring us close to 63? Well, we know that 7 times 10 is 70. So it's too high. So if we take away a 7, so 7 times 10 gives us 70. So take out 1 7. Okay, and that'll be 7 times 9. So let's take away a 7 out of 70. So 70 minus 7 is 63. So our answer would then be 7 times 9. Okay. So how many yellow flowers did he pick? He picked 9. Great. So now we can, well, that's like 19. Okay, how many pink flowers? So let's put our 9 in. Great. So now let's solve this. We have, for this part, we have to solve. We have 18 plus 9. Okay, so 9 and 8 is 17. 1 plus 1 is 2. So how many pink flowers did he pick? 27. Let's put that into a sentence. Adam picked 27 pink. Oops, that's pick. Pink flowers. Right? This one's a little bit easier than the last one. Okay, are there any questions? And if you have questions, please reach out. Okay, as you can notice, sorry, I'm going to slide this over so you can see the whole sentence. As you can notice, these are starting to get more tricky, okay? So we started off our remote learning with review skills of basic math facts, and next week's will be very similar to these. They may be a little bit more challenging, but it's still very similar. The next set of packets, we will be moving back into Engage New York, so I really want to make sure that you are following along with this, because remember we left off with dealing with remainders. We're using this and coming with remainders, so I just want you to start thinking about that. Okay, because when we start our next set, it'll be a little bit more tricky, so you're going to have to watch these videos. Okay, I miss you all, and I'm sad I won't see you. Please reach out, and I'm going to be setting up some office hours. So if you need help, please just reach out. All right, love you all, miss you all, bye.